Capricorn, what's going on, Capricorn? How you doing, Capricorn? I hope that this video finds you in good health and spirit. It's yours truly, Safarina, and this is Rainbow Warrior Tarot. Excuse me. And I'm going to be giving you your general message for the last 2 weeks of April 2025. Okay, a quick message to the people that watch my video, that entertain my video, that like my video. Thank you to the subscribers, the followers, the new subscribers, the new followers. Welcome aboard. Okay, now a quick message about how the reading's going to go. This will continue to be a Celtic cross. I will be assisted by the pendulum, and I will get clarifications with the mini Rider-Waite deck. Celtic cross will be done with the standard Rider-Waite deck, okay? So that being said, let's get into it. Now, everybody, please remember this is going to be just a general message. Please take what resonates with you, leave the rest here, because it might resonate with someone else, okay? Who feels like the fool? Do you feel like the fool, Capricorn? What's going on? You seen that card come out, it was the fool, okay? Maybe you're at a time of your life where you just go with the flow, because, you know, the fool doesn't really just mean a fool. It just depends what other cards come out with it. Maybe you just want to go with the flow with what's going on, okay? So, and once again, there's going to be a general message. Please take what resonates with you. Leave the rest here because it might resonate with someone else. And this will be for the last 2 weeks of April 2025, okay? So, one more time, and we're going to see what's going on. So, let's see. All right. Which one's going to go to the very top of the stack? Will it be this one? What about this one? Okay, so the bottom of the stack will be on the top. Which one will be next? Will it be this one? What about this one? Yes, and then this one will be last. Okay, so it's going to be this one, and this one. Okay. Okay, so your current energy that you have going on right now, Capricorn, you did get the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups is someone that's content with what they got going on, what they have going on. Okay, so I do feel like you are in a situation, a committed situation at that, because in order for you to be in a committed situation, a stable situation, you have to be stable within yourself, okay? So that's what you got going on. You have a relationship that's okay with you, or you're just comfortable within yourself. You know, you accept both your male and female energy, okay? So, a lot of time if you're a man here, and this is kind of making sense, but even though you might not acknowledge feminine spirit in you, but I know there are some that do, but they're heterosexual. You know what I mean? But there's some here, they may not respect on the inside, but they respect like the women in their life. You know, their moms, sisters, you know, cousins, you know, wife, girlfriend, whatever it may be, you know, that may be your showings of respect, okay? So the next card that I did get, and it's going to be the third card, and this will be in your mind the way you see it, Temperance. You know what I mean? Usually when temperance comes up right side up, that means it's telling you to have temperance, but there's no reason to, you know, for you to be patient or to have temperance, right? Because everything that you have, you know, you don't need to be told that, right? You're happy. So it doesn't matter if it's upside up or upside down, but because it's upside down, it just showing that, you know, you really are happy. You know, you don't need to tell yourself to be patient, to have temperance, or to work on yourself only. You know what I mean? Because usually when you see a temperance but right side up, that means only one. You know what I mean? And he's working on himself. That symbolizes the changing of water in each cup. But I think you've done that job even before you met this person. That's for the people that are in a relationship, okay? Now, for the ones that are not and they're finding security in themselves, then They don't need to find that because they've already done that, okay? Next card you did get, and it is going to be your 4th card. You did get the Nine of Swords, and it is upside down. This is the card, this is your emotion from another dimension. Some people call it intuition, okay? So it's the Nine of Swords, which is upside down. So something's telling you, you know, that you really don't have to have conflict with yourself like that. When I think of the Nine of Swords right side up, that means conflict, you know what I mean? But then you don't have to have it because it's upside down, right? So it's like you kind of brought your emotions from another dimension to your emotions in this 3D reality, right? With your mind. So it's like, you know, you're together, but let's see what your past holds. Let's see, you know, what the past was looking like. And this is going to be your 5th card, and it's going to be your past position, the Ace of Pentacles, okay? So I also do feel like, you know, I think you've always been in a good position, you know, of knowing how to love yourself because that's what you came from. You came from, you know, I'm not going to say they gave you everything, but everything that you did get from your family, it's like you had to like put work forward in order to get that. So it wasn't like, you know, they were spoiling you rotten. You were spoiled, but you put your work in, right? And if you did bad, then then you didn't get certain things that you didn't want. So you learned the concept. So that's why you're full on about it. You're secure with yourself, and you have somebody that you feel security with. Because I do feel like there is like a relationship involved in this situation. Okay. Next card is gonna be the near future. It will be your 6th card. Okay. You did get the 7 of Pentacles, but I do feel like, you know, and like going into like March, like you're going to be tested. Your patience are going to be tested. I also feel it's going to be with a money thing. A 7 of Pentacles, you know, right side up means worry about money, okay? So, but that's in the near future. But I don't see anything that's going to just destroy you, you know. Sometimes in life, you can't always be happy. And I'm also feeling, I also feel some kind of like maybe, okay, Capricorn, is there someone that's sick in your family that's been sick for a while or has passed on or getting ready, like somewhere around them lines, right? And because I don't see a problem with money here, I just feel like that face is telling me like they're mourning, like they're down. And maybe because you have someone sick or someone's about to pass, you don't feel like working as much and you're trying to stay by their side. Okay, so there is going to be some kind of hardship. Now, Capricorn, if you have someone that's sick and has been sick and stuff like that, and y'all know more news about what's going on with them, then yes, do please prepare yourself for that. You know what I mean? Because I do see it coming up. Just because there's a little bit of heartache kind of pushback, that doesn't mean it's going to stop anything. You know, sometimes it's just what it is with life. When we come in, you know, with family, that they, you know, they're not obligated to be here and live out the rest of life with you, you know, for your lifetime, okay? There's going to be death along the line, you know, that's just what life is. You know, you live life and then you pass on, okay? So let's go ahead and take it to the next one. So that's like a double message right there, okay? And we're going to have to read on that too, because that's what I'm picking up real heavy there. I'm not going to keep talking on it because I'm going to just let the card do, okay? So let's go ahead and take it to the next one. This is going to be the 7 card. And this will be your emotions in this 3D. Judgment. So, yeah, I just do feel like, you know, whenever this little passing happens, you know, that's only if you have someone sick. But if someone pops up sick, like on the 15, 16 or something, you know what it is. You know, it's something that's going to escalate real quick, okay? So the next card you did get is the 8 card, and that's going to be your environmental influences. So I really do feel, you know, and I'm not trying to say that it's going to be bad, but going through the process of a loved one passing away, it is hard, but as soon as it's done, it may seem hard, but things are going to get better. You know, things are going to get better for you, okay? That's what the magician is. You know, sometimes, you know, when you have a loved one pass by, it's to teach you something, you know, special, you know. So let's go ahead and take it into the next one, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this is going to be your hope and fear. This is going to be a 3 of Pentacles. And I don't think you're going to really want to deal with anybody at that time. You know, like I said, it's going to be some time where you're going to just be down. But things are going to be coming your way to uplift you, you know. And that's one thing also you need to know, Capricorn. If you have someone that's about to pass on, you learn. Just know once it's over, they're not in pain anymore, right? And that they're going to be okay. So next card you did get, which is the final card, that is going to be the 8 of Cups, okay? So this ain't going to be something that you are easily able to walk from, okay? If it was right side up, then you'll be able to walk from it with no problem. So it's going to be something new for you. It's going to be something new for you, right? Because the Page of Wands is young. They could also go through something that's new to them, right? But they're eager to learn, but they could be a little naive. So I do feel like it'll be a new road, you know what I mean? So I'm sorry to say, but sometimes death is a part of life, okay? So let's go ahead and take it into the clarifications. We're only going to clarify 3 cards, and we're going to close this reading out till next time, Capricorn, okay? So we got one more, and then we're going to see. I always like to do the first 2 cards, okay? That's your current energy and what's working with you or against you. Universe, can I get more information about the 9 of Cups and the 2 of Cups? More information about the 9 of Cups and 2 of Cups here on the board. Okay. Like I said, you know, it's going to be something new that happens, you know. It's an ending of an old situation, beginning of a new, right? And like I said, death is a part of life. You know what I mean? When you go through something bad, something hard, something hurtful, the only thing you can do is come up off it. You know what I mean? Get back up and keep going. So just because you see the death card, yes, I was talking about death. Someone could be passing on, right? But it's also a beginning of an old situation, beginning of a new. Because I know right now when you find out about this, or if you know about this, it's very hard and you don't think you're going to get through it, but you are. And once you start getting past it, then good things are going to come, right? Okay? And I do also feel like you're going to have some accomplishments with things that you do, okay? So the next thing that we're going to look at is the 7 of Pentacles. Universe, can I get more information about the 7 of Pentacles? More information about the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, like I said, it's going to make you intuitive. You know what I mean? When you learn the concept, you can't just have life. Death is going to have to come with it. You know what I mean? So when you go through something like that, you automatically become intuitive, right? And I think, I'm not saying that you're spoiled, but you've always had assistance. You know what I mean? But you do also have to learn, Capricorn, how to stand on your own 2 feet. So maybe because this family member or whoever passes, maybe going to kind of make you feel like that, but you need to be like that to be able to stand on your own 2 feet and accomplish things in your life that you really want to accomplish, okay? So the next card that we're going to do is the Magician, and we'll close it out, okay? Universe, can I get more information about the Magician? More information about the Magician, Universe? More information about the Magician, Universe. Okay, you did get one. And moving forward, right? So when you go through this, it will be nothing but a lesson. Because when y'all see the 2 of Wands, you'll be ready to move forward. Everything that you're going through now, that you're going to be feeling through the pain, is to help you move forward and to help you learn how to finally what? You see one person here, stand on their own 2 feet, but have the master plan, okay? So this is where I'm going to leave your reading. I will be back a little bit before May for the first 2 weeks of May. Please join me. It will be an honor. If you join me, it was an honor having you here this go around. And once again, I'm Sepharina. This is Rainbow Warrior Tarot. May the universe be with you, Capricorn. I'm going to catch you next time. Thank you. Bye.